Abiogenesis proves an intelligent designer.
Okay, so bibigyan ko kayo ng 1 minute each para ipakilala yung mga sarili nyo. SP, time ready na tayo? Okay, 1 minute para sa ating affirmative overture. Ready when you are.
Okay, good evening po sa lahat, sa ating mga tagapakinig, sa ating moderator, sa ating katunggali. I am Overture, I am a Christian theist. Sana pagtyagaan nyo po na i-present ko yung affirmative on why Abiogenesis proves an intelligent designer. Ilan po?
Okay, win-wave mo na yung time mo, no?
Yes, I waive the rest of my time.
Okay, sige. Please reset the time to 1 minute. Vox, pag ready ka na, start na yung time mo. Introduce yourself.
So, hello guys, my name is Vox. As you know, isang fervent atheist, no, na bumabangga talaga sa kalaban. Pero as of right now, relax lang to muna tayo. This is a relaxed discussion. So essentially, I'm an atheist, a former Catholic, a former Protestant din, and then yeah, essentially yun lang. So basically, this is my parang second job doing some debates. So yan lang. I hope you enjoy.
Ayan. Okay. Nakapagdasal na ba kayong dalawa para sa debate nyo? Kasi start na natin to pag ready na kami.
Oh, nakapadugo na ko ng manok.
Okay.
Okay na po.
Overture.
Yes, opo, nakapanalangin.
Last minute na prayer. Ipadala na natin now na kasi mag-start na tayo. Pag ready ka na overture, mag-start na yung time mo. 10 minutes for the affirmative. Ready when you are.
Makisuyo, pakipalakihan po.
Host, palakihan daw si overture.
Ayan. Pwede na? Kita po, ano?
Kita ka.
Okay.
Pag nag-start ka na, start na rin yung time mo.
Okay. Again, good evening po sa lahat. I am the affirmative. Abiogenesis proves an intelligent designer. Before presenting, i-present muna natin yung meaning. Okay? No. Okay. Taas ko na lang. Okay, tabingin, no? Alam niyo na to, no? Abiogenesis is a natural process by which life arose from non-living matter through chemical reaction in Earth's early environment without the need for pre-existing life. Okay. Now, intelligent designer refers to an agent or entity responsible for the creation or design of life, utilizing non-living materials or or pre-existing element through purposeful and deliberate process. Okay. As the affirmative, I will demonstrate. Okay. As the affirmative, I will demonstrate that the inference from scientific experiment supports the conclusion that life originated from non-living materials through the deliberate action of an intelligent designer, rather than unguided process. These experiments indicate that lifelike systems emerge only through intentional intervention, with scientists acting as the guiding intelligence, suggesting that intelligence is a necessary factor in the origin of life. Now, just to be clear, I am not required to identify the designer or invoke theology, only to establish that intelligence, not unguided process, is the key factor in life's creation. What are some experiments that attempt to show life can originate from non-living materials? I am showing you the famous Miller-Urey experiment repeated by Garcia Ruiz. This 2025 lang, ano? In here, Miller-Urey mixed methane, water, ammonia, and hydrogen in a closed system and expose it to electrical sparks. After a week, nagkulay brown yung sampling nila, yung pinaka-catch basin nila. They find amino acids, the building blocks of protein, had formed. The experiment suggested that basic components of life could arise naturally under the right conditions, claim nila, supporting the idea of abiogenesis. Sa latest, nung inulit ni Garcia Ruiz, protocells was created by adding silicon. It's 2025. Next, Shishbren Otto experiment. His experiment involved demonstrating how simple chemical reactions, this pure chemistry, could lead to the formation of self-replicating molecules. Next, Zastak protocell. In his experiment or study, he successfully demonstrated a way to make RNA replication compatible with protocell membranes. Now, ko lang. What are the major challenges faced given the current level of knowledge? Number one, ito yung naging problema while doing the experiments, no? Halos karamihan. Homochirality. Alam nyo to, brief na lang, ano? Homochirality is basically chirality is basically yung handedness ng molecule. May left and right siya. Levo for left, dextro for right. Yung amino acid dito na na-produce is 50% left-handed, 50% right-handed. Ang tawag doon ay racemic. Okay? In nature, ang kailangan lang para sa functioning is L, 100% L. Ang napoproduce lagi in nature is D. Ang lagi napoproduce in nature is L and D. Racemic, magkahalo. Because nature doesn't favor one chirality over the other. Pareho yan. Ang problema, L lang ang kailangan. Pag may kahalong D, nagkakaproblema, hindi nagiging functional yung protein or yung molecule. Parang, I hope I'm not spoiling someone na hindi pa panood ng Squid Game, yung season 2. Sa Squid Game, dun sa carousel game, when you say group yourselves into 4, imagine natin, no? Mag-group yung 4 na magkakaibigan. Pero, si D, may isang D na hahalo. Na paghalimbawa. May D na hahalo. Na may mess yung group. Or mamamatay yung group. Pag may humalong D. Okay? Sa RNA and DNA formation, para mas madaling matandaan, sa amino acid, L ang kailangan niya. L for life, D for dead. Sa RNA naman, ang kailangan niya is D, yung right-handed, yung dextro. Okay? Para madaling matandaan, since RNA and DNA is information, D for data, L for lacking. Ganun lang. Yung, kaya nga may dextrose it's a D, it's a right-handed glucose, dextrose. Okay? Now, Isa pa, sa RNA DNA formation, ribose is chemically unstable, breaks down quickly in water. If it's somehow formed in a prebiotic soup, it would stick. It wouldn't stick for long. Matutunaw agad. Parang asukal, parang titimpla ka. Next. How did human intervention solve these challenges? Proving the need for an intelligent mind. Number 1, selection of ideal chemicals. Scientists manually chose the best molecules for the experiment. Something nature wouldn't do. Number 2, elimination of harmful byproducts. If you will read yung most of the experiments, no? Halos kasama to. Without human intervention, many molecules will break down before life could form. Number 3, precise temperature and energy control. Natural prebiotic conditions fluctuate chaotically. Unlike carefully controlled lab setups. And number 4, optimized environmental conditions. Dito pumasok yan. All experiments remove impurities which in nature would interfere with molecular assembly. Evidence suggests that researchers have only been able to create life-like systems through the deliberate manipulation of conditions using advanced scientific techniques. Without intelligent intervention, no lifelike systems. With intelligent intervention, nagkaroon ng lifelike systems. Lifelike systems was created. This observation, asumin natin. This observation aligns with the idea that the emergence of life may require intentional guidance rather than unguided natural process. If intelligent agents are necessary to produce lifelike systems today, it is reasonable to consider the possibility of an even more advanced intelligence, played a role in the origin of life.
Okay, time?
Yes,
Latency overture?
Thank you.
Minutes for the negative opening. Vox, kailangan mo ba magpa-expand?
Sige. I think meron akong mga, ewan ko, nandito ba yun? Pero, yung mga photos ba? Sinong meron?
Okay. Host, kaya ba natin i-flash yung ano? Okay. Ready when you are, Vox, pakisabihan na lang yung host natin kung alin ang ipa-flash.
Meron naka-numbers kasi yan. Pero mamaya na. Pero,
okay, sige. Ready when you are.
Sige. So, viewers, we stand in the crossroad ngayon of the science and belief. The claim before us is abiogenesis is a proof of an intelligent designer, which is again a bold claim. It is an attempt to take fascinating and ongoing scientific investigation into the origin of life. Abiogenesis declares it's somehow definitive proof na intelligent designer. So I'm here to contest that claim. That is only instead logically flawed but actively contradicting a scientific evidence purported. No, so let's clear about the claim. So this isn't about the designer, the possibility of the designer. It's about the current state of the abiogenesis research. Does it prove conclusive proof of a designer? But again, it doesn't. The proponent of this claim is making a monumental leap of faith, confusing potential of natural processes that occurs in evidence that occurs with the evidence of supernatural intervention or a intelligent designer. They see complexity and they see unanswered question, and somehow they fill the void of predetermined conclusion. But again, that's not how we do it on science. So the burden of proof, I must emphasize, rests on the extraordinary claim, which is trying to prove that there is a designer. It's not up to the scientist to disprove a designer. It's up to those who assert that abiogenesis somehow proves a designer. This provides compelling positive, they have to provide compelling positive evidence, or imagine finding a complex clockwork mechanism to support this claim. Imagine how the gears and spring interact does not prove the clockmaker that it must exist, but it simply reveals a possible explanation of a mechanism. So similar lang din ito sa abiogenesis. So understanding natin ng abiogenesis is that this is a chemical pathway. This is not an intelligent pathway lang. So we are making a significant stride every day in understanding abiogenesis. So first slide. So one of the most compelling scientific robust model sa origin of life is the warm little pond hypothesis. There's a speculation, it's backed by rigorous interdependent studies from astrophysics, geology, chemistry, biology. Somehow studies shows that meteorite impact the early Earth delivered essential building blocks of life, then underwent critical wet and dry cycles. And this is the component that most likely includes a component that builds RNA. The dry phases concentrate the molecules and encourage them to bond longer change, forming a RNA polymers. Wet phase allows the molecules to interact and evolve. This isn't some kind of a philosophical. This is being done in the laboratory. It's based on the detailed calculation increased by sophisticated experimental work. Again, walang intelligent design dito. It doesn't require an intelligent designer here to explain this. Next slide. Crucially, this research points to RNA, not DNA, as an original genetic material. RNA or simple structure make it far more plausible candidate for a self-replicating molecules, and self-replication is the key. Once a molecule can capable to make copies of itself, even imperfect Darwinian evolution, a natural demonstrable process takes over. Natural selections favor variation that are better replacing, leading increasing complexity and functionality over time. Again, no designer needed, initiated in this fundamental observable process of life. Next slide. Next slide then. And there. So now, dito at point this is where I think it's kind of undercutting to point na merong intelligent designer. This one observation in an experiment in the origin of life research. So this is the example of a clay na commonly being produced na there's a catalytic property. Somehow there are people who imply this is a design, but again this is the reason why it undercuts it. There's a highlight that promotes RNA polymerization that protects RNA from degradation sa mga clays. But there are also selection process that happen in nature. That's why there are some RNA that doesn't survive. So while some base pairing within RNA intact in a clay, overall three-dimensional folding crucially function RNA molecules like well-studied macrolide green Apner. They're substantially disrupted by the clay. The Apner are designed to bind specific molecules and fluorescence, lost in functionality, and absorb the mineral. The very evidence of this folding disruption is the very interaction once claimed is now a problem. So kung sasabihin nila design ang condition ng Earth to create this somehow RNA polymerization, But again, there are some clays that are against some RNA polymerization that breaks them down. So this is one of the existing natural selection process to weather out sino yung RNA combination would it be remaining intact. So this is a direct contradiction to a claim if there is an intelligent design. How come an intelligent design allows such very mineral that's used to promulgate the RNA polymerization, at the same time hinders it for the function of RNA. So this in nature, it's indicate a natural selection process even in the early molecules pa lang. This is the very evidence cited for some people who thinks it's an intelligent design are being used against them dahil the existence of these clays somehow negates or does not promulgate or sufficient for conducive for life, So ito, the emergence of RNA-based life by promoting chemical processes and informed spatial segregation that limits the spread of parasitic sequence and even metastable states appear to be lacking in simulation in bulk water. Again, no intelligent design needed in order to promulgate a particular sequence of RNA. It's a survival of the fittest, essentially, in the lowest state. So, ito, hindi naman ginawa ng opponent ko, but commonly, sometimes, kiniklaim na mga proponents ng intelligent design is that it's something about irreducible complexity. But again, I don't think my opponent makes that statement naman. Pero ang point ko lang dito, in conclusion, the claim that a biogenesis is a proof of an intelligent designer fails every level dahil we have research nowadays being conducted by scientists. It doesn't require a creator. The reason that they're conducting this experiment, they themselves are not creators. They are just trying to understand what might be the plausible state of affair of the early Earth, and then they're trying to test it if that would be conducive to create the basic molecules of life. Apparently, one of the components of biogenesis, like example amino acid, is pretty much ubiquitous dahil it can be created even in outer space by its natural processes only. So to demand na somehow this is a proof of an intelligent designer is a leap of, I would say, almost close to a leap of faith dahil what we're seeing right now is a scientific evidence. And again, so far I haven't seen any evidence yet that proves na these studies somehow prove to an intelligent designer. Yun lang.
Okay, now are you waiving your time? Vox, wini-wave mo na yung time mo, no?
Yes.
Okay, sige. Pare-set na tayo ng time natin para sa 5-minute rebuttal from Overture. Okay, Overture, pag ready ka na, start na yung time mo.
Okay. Mukhang na hindi yata clear para sa aking katunggalin, no? Ang tinutukoy ko na intelligent designer, hindi lang yung the intelligent designer. Ang tinutukoy kong intelligent designer dito is yung mga scientist. Okay? We all establish na may limit ang nature sa capacity niya. Yung homochirality, binanggit kanina ng ating katunggali na may meteor na show me an evidence na 100% ang lumandit na L homochiral ang lumanding sa Earth. Kasi sa chirality kasi, no, sa amino acid, kapag ka may halo na D, it messes up the folding. Hindi pwedeng life only uses L. Para maging functional, prebiotic, kailangan pure na L. Yung binanggit mong meteor, it's just a percentage. Show me a 100% using nature. Ngayon, yung binanggit ng ating katunggali na dry pond tingi or primordial soup, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Are you sure this happened? Ini-imagine mo kasi na may dry pond, undisturbed. We're talking about hindi lang 2,000 years. Bagamat out of topic, yung iba nga nagdududa pa nga sa 2,000 years ago na may guy na nagdududa eh. Ito po kaya 4 billion years ago, Hagean period on papabalik. Baka hindi pa na-witness ng katunggalin natin yung cycles ng baha, winter, earthquakes, volcano, continents rising up, continents rising down. We are talking about 4 billion years, 3 to 4 billion years here. And then you are convincing us that a dry somewhere sa Earth, undisturbed, may nangyaring ganyan. Okay? Na undisturbed sa Earth. Okay? Continents going down, no? Thank you sa correction. Binanggit ng katunggali natin yung clay filter. Show me, based on empirical evidence, na clay filter can filter 100% para maging homochiral yung L-amino acid that can be functional for life, para magkaroon ng peptides. Again, small amount of percentage can ruin the 3-dimensional folding of a peptide. Okay? So malabo yung sinasabing filter. Wala. Pansin nyo, read all the articles. Laging may disclaimer. Mapapansin nyo yung 2 words. Puro it may have. Kasi wala eh. Now, ano ang point? Anong pinaka-gist ng debate? Intelligent designer, which is the scientist, stepped in to correct yung limitations or to overcome yung limitations ng nature. Kaya nga nagkaroon ng progress ang research on life, ang research on origin of life. Pwede pang palakihan.
Paki-pause ng time saglit, Ning. Ayan. Overture, pag nag-start ka na, proceed yung time mo ha. You only have 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds. Okay. Saan pumapasok yung rito? Yung pakikialam or intervention ng intelligent mind. Dito, kita rito yung intentionality na spark, choosing yung mga elements na dapat gamitin, sterile environment. Sa nature wala niyan. Nature is chaotic. It is random.
Time.
Okay, sorry.
Ma-reset ng time to 5 minutes. Pakilitan si Overture. Okay, 5 minutes rebuttals to box ATUs. After this, proceed na tayo dun sa 12 minutes niya na question and answer. Vox, pag ready ka na, start na yung time mo. Kailangan mo bang magpa-expand or okay ka na dyan?
No need na.
Okay, sige.
So, I think ito alam ni Overture is that homochirality right now is the ongoing study about RNA. Basically, the lipids, the cell wall membranes, and the amino acid has been easily manufactured by the science now. We already know that it is really easy to develop this bio components These are really easy. But ngayon sa Biogenesis or the Origin of Life project, it is now currently on the homochirality of RNA. So as of right now, it is an ongoing research. But again, walang nagpo-prove na it is intentional by a human. I haven't heard one study nagsasuggest na it is intelligently designed. Ang point dito, dahil I think isa din sa problem, he's trying to make something na the RNA somehow, or the RNA polymerization, by citing the homochirality of the properties of RNA, somehow it's only possible dahil there are scientists doing it. Again, there are studies by the Biogenesis ngayon na nagsasabi na they're trying to replicate what is the supposed early Earth condition ng early Earth to achieve this homochirality without the need of scientists. Ang ginagawa lang ng scientists dito is that they're replicating what might be the condition of the Earth. They can just ilagay nila lahat ang condition sa lab nila, and they can just step outside the lab, balikan nila, and they would know the result. Walang intentional design. So he cited Uri Miller. He insisting somehow si Uri Miller somehow has a really point to generate of those amino acid, which is experiment nila. But again, what they did in Uri Miller experiment is that ang ginawa lang nila is that they just arrange everything to simulate an Earth, put the necessary components which is available in nature, and then they just left it overnight. So that's the only intentionality in ginawa nila. But again, they themselves didn't create the amino acids. It's the process that how they simulate the early conditions of the Earth. So that's at that point, because the fact that they're doing experiment, meron talaga intentionality, but it doesn't mean na ganyan din nangyari sa early Earth. Again, kung ang nasabi sa ang opponent ko is that he's referring to intelligent design dahil sa scientist, I think that's already parang I think it's a red herring dahil we're talking about a biogenesis, the origin of life, not the origin of life in the lab. The lab there is just to simulate what might be the prehistoric Earth, what are the conditions of it to develop the prebiotic components. So apparently there's no intelligent design. Ang intelligent lang design dito is that the scientists, but it doesn't mean that's also the case so what really happened sa Earth. I think it's also parang, I would say it is a misapplication na if you view something here, one thing lang na ginagawa ng experiment, and then somehow you apply that sa experiment na yan, which there are scientists, wala naman akong, I would say they are intelligent, but that's not the contention dito. I think we're confusing intelligence na from the scientists and what is really being claimed by not just by Overture, but commonly sa mga creationist program or proponent ng intelligent design, which is that what happened in the early Earth somehow caused by an intelligent designer. So far, he quoted The Mystery of Homochirality, which is an ongoing project. Saan bang research paper nagsasabi na merong intelligent designer? He can quote it is the scientist, but again, of course, sino bang maggagawa ng experiment kung hindi ba ang scientist? They have to mimic the early Earth. Oh, yun lang ang rebuttal ko.
Okay, salamat. Ming, pariset ng time natin to 12 minutes. Okay, so para malinaw sa inyong dalawa, si Overture meron siyang 12 minutes para magtanong, tapos merong 2 minutes per question para sumagot si Vox Atheus. Pag ready na kayo sa inyong tanungan at sagutan, start na yung time natin. Bawal mag-interrupt dun sa sagot at bawal din mag-interrupt dun sa tanong. Patapusin nyo yung isa, walang magsasapawan. Pag ready na kayo, salita lang, i-start natin yung oras. Thank you. Overture?
Saglit lang, naglobat. Hold on, second.
Okay, sige.
Okay, sorry. Lobat yung isa. Sir Vox, start na ako ha. Hello po, Dineg.
Go ahead.
Okay. May proof ka ba or naniniwala ka ba na nangyari yung sinasabi mong small little pond?
Yeah, I think it is a plausible explanation, especially kung binobombard yung planeta natin ng mga asteroids, it would create a pond, or even rivers do exist, di ba? Formation of rivers.
And this happened, gano'ng katagal? 3 billion years? 4 billion years ago?
Sure, for billion years.
4 billion years. Walang evidence na nangyari?
Anong walang evidence?
May evidence ka ba na it really happened?
Like river exists?
No. Yung small little pond na sinasabi mo, yes, river exists. Yung small little pond na sinasabi mo.
Not specifically, small little pond is a misnomer, no? Na it's actually parang it's a cute marketing thing sa science. Ang point lang dito, no, is that it's not necessarily a little pond. Anything that would go wet and dry cycle, it can be a pond, it could be a river. In 4 billion years ago, when early Earth, components ng early Earth.
Thank you. So, walang evidence, pero confident kang nangyari. Tama ba ikaw ang atheist sa atin? But parang that sounded like faith to me eh.
How is that faith though? Pero dahil one, don't you think it's really hard to believe na there are river exists 4.5 billion years ago?
No, I'm not questioning yung existence ng river. I'm questioning yung little pond or the primordial soup na undisturbed for 4 billion years.
Actually, I never claim a primordial soup. Ang point ko lang dito is that the RNA polymerization using the clay, which is being exhibited by the wet and dry cycle, those RNA, survive longer. There are some RNA that breaks down immediately the moment it dry. That's why there's a component of clay, the importance of clays. That's why that helps polymerization of RNA.
Okay, thank you. Medyo lumayo kasi, no? Yung sinasabi mong clay, may evidence ba na it was able to produce 100% na kailangan para magkaroon ng functional amino acid for life?
I think you're asking for 100%. We're talking about science dito. Science has never dealt with 100%. And that would also be true sa mga experiment mo na brought up. They never claim 100%.
But we agree na para ma-create ang life, kinakailangan homochiral ang amino acid. Actually, hindi pa nga life eh. Para magkaroon ng functional protein for life, kailangan 100%. Meron
Again,
ka bang if I may continue lang, meron ka bang maipapakita na evidence na itong mga sinasabing clay na nag-filter yung amino acids na yan were able to produce 100% needed for life?
Again, I never claim 100%, no? Ikaw, you're the one claiming, di ba, na it causes. Again, homochirality is just a natural, it's a natural phenomenon. Hindi lang yan conclusive in a biological molecule. There are also in the chemical. Again, I'm still waiting. It's not my job to prove intentionality. How somehow homochirality, which is a observable in the nature, proves an intelligent design. And you're asking me,
Yes.
you're asking me 100%. Again, science is not dealing with 100%. We do have evidence that does not require a intelligent being to view this homochirality.
Okay. Paliwanag ko lang yung homochirality hindi nga na-observe in a naturalistic process. Yan ang problem, yung homochirality. What we are seeing is yung binanggit ko kanina, Sir Box, yung racemic. Sa clay na sinasabi mo, may mga lumalamang sa L or D. Pero wala pa ngang na-observe sa nature na natural homochirality sa amino acid. Do you agree?
No, I disagree.
Can you show any proof na may na-produce na through natural process na homochiral, pure na L? I am establishing kasi yung limitations ng nature. Ikaw na... Okay, that's the question. Can you produce an evidence? Hello po. Can you produce
there's a study that's called sublimation induction of enchantomeric enrichment. Dito, they simulated an experiment that shows that there are natural components in the nature that can cause homochirality. So there are some experiment. Hindi kailangan ng intelligent design to have homochirality.
Okay, na-prove na ba yung experiment na yon using a natural process, or there were attempts or experiments? Kasi if experimenting is natural, di ba? Okay. Sinabi mo kanina na ikaw na rin ang umamin, scientists can easily manufacture 100% ribose, 100% amino acid L. Binanggit mo kanina. So,
I didn't say that.
May binanggit ka kanina eh.
No.
Ayaw kitang mastroman. Strawless na nga sa Jollibee eh.
Strawman.
Hindi, tama ba?
I never claim I never claim 100% nila na replicate.
Ulit mo nga uli. May binanggit ka kanina, scientists can easily manufacture what?
The amino acid. Like the Urey Miller.
No. Okay. Yung
the Urey Miller.
Experiment nila, correct ko lang tama ba? Do you agree yung nagawa sa experiment nila Urey Miller is racemic? Do you agree?
Okay, define racemic muna.
Okay, racemic is 50-50, almost 50-50 ang L amino acid and the D amino acid because nature doesn't favor one chirality or the other. Do you agree?
I cannot say na agree dahil I don't know.
I just explained it to you. You can search it up.
Okay.
Now, to prove the point, scientists were able to create 100% L-amino acid necessary for life. Does this not show you need intelligence to create lifelike systems?
No. Well, again, we have to keep in mind, biogenesis is a natural process of how early prebiotic life emerged. We're not talking about the scientists. So again, as I pointed out earlier sa rebuttal, just because ginagawa sa lab nila, it requires a mind, which is a scientist, it doesn't mean na it is also what happened in nature 4.5 billion years ago where humans does not exist.
Okay,
How is
again,
that?
thank you for your answer. Tanong uli, do you agree na wala pang evidence, as in zero? Kaya nga yung law of biogenesis ni Louis Pasteur still stands eh. Wala pang evidence na non-life may nabuong buhay. Now, do you agree na it takes intelligence to create a lifelike system?
No. I disagree with that.
But you just agreed kanina na scientists can create 100% amino acid na L.
Yeah, I mean, amino acid alone is not considered to be life.
Exactly. That's my point.
Oh.
Kaya tama ba? You agree na yung kanina, yung kay Miller-Urey, racemic yung na-produce. By
Okay.
nature, racemic ang napoproduce by nature. Do you agree?
Okay.
Do you agree?
Say fine. They created amino acid, but it does not stop there na life agad.
Okay.
Amino acid lang ginawa nila.
Medyo clarify ko lang. Ang nature has limitations. Ano po-produce ng nature is racemic. Magkahalong L tsaka 50. Almost the same. Pero, using intelligent mind, scientists can create 100% amino acid L that is functional for life. Does this not show na we need intelligence to create lifelike systems? Gaya ng pinakita ko kanina examples.
Wait, I'm sorry. They can create L amino acid in the lab, but it does not mean that it is only created in the lab. Anong evidence mo dyan?
Okay.
That's your proof.
No, di ba ikaw ang nagke-claim na life from non-life life can appear through natural process. Pero bago muna siya dumating doon, kinakailangan ma-solve muna yung homochirality problem. Nature itself, racemic ang ginagawa niya, magkahalo lagi. So, sino ang nakagawa? Nature ba o intelligent mind? I don't know kung intelligent enough for your
Nature.
science. Nature ba, intelligent mind ang nakagawa ng 100% homochiral amino acid?
Nature.
Come again, medyo parang tagilid yata.
Again, Overture, no? What the scientist is doing is that they're studying the effect. So they can create 100% homochirality, but it does not mean that nature cannot do that. Ang ginagawa ng nature, they create both, pero for the purpose of the experiment, scientists can isolate an effect. Example, 100% L-amino acid. They can create that.
Exactly. You just proved my point, but nature can't.
Time?
Tama? Sayang.
Okay. Pa-reset ng time to 12 minutes. Vox ATUs, it's your time to cross-exam Overture. Pag handa na kayo, start na yung oras nyo.
So, anong studies mo mapakita na Overture that L-amino acid cannot be found in nature? Can you have a study for that?
Yes, napakaraming study. Pwede ba mag-post ng time? I can show you.
Sure. Okay.
Hold on. Post time,
Sorry, hindi pwede mag-pause ng time para sa mga ganyang bagay. Lagi lang yung tanungan at sagutan nyo. And also, yung moderator lang ang magko-call ng pause ng time. Proceed with your questioning.
So, do you know that L-amino acid also exists in nature? Like eggs?
Yes, ang sagot ko kanina.
So therefore, it's in nature.
Excuse me, pasensya na, Sir Box, kumpletuhin ko yung sagot para hindi mas maintindihan. L-amino acid exists in nature. Same as E. But nature can only produce L and di magkapareho laging sabay because nature doesn't favor one chirality over the other. Kung meron man lumamang 15%, still mix pa rin siya, which D messes up the batch. Kahit sa RNA, they're using the right-handed D, the ribose. It messes up the batch. Yun nga ang ang pino-point out ko kanina. Where nature fails, dito naman nag-succeed yung intelligent mind, scientists, because we know what to do. Next question pa.
So you're fully aware that they're doing things differently sa lab in nature. In the lab, they isolate the effect by controlling the control factors in the laboratory. How do you, ano bang evidence mo na it is only in the hindi pwede sa nature? Again.
Okay. Ikaw na rin nagsabi, scientist isolates it. Sa nature walang isolation. I assure you, kahit hindi natin hanapin, Sir Box, walang controlled lab 4 billion years ago. Walang flask, walang vacuum, walang, things that scientists did. Walang manipulation dyan. Kulang yung voltage natin, dagdagan. Napasobra si methane, adjust natin. Wala pa rin result. Ito, tagalan natin yung exposure. These were done by intelligent minds. Kita dyan yung manipulation. Next question.
So, I'm really interested talaga sa paper. Can you cite a paper? Dahil so far, the claim about homochirality does not mean na it is only in the lab created talaga. Amino acid, ano bang, wait lang. Can you cite a study for me na the amino acid cannot be created in nature?
Okay, dyan yung mali, parang hindi yata gano'n, no? I am saying na amino acid L can be produced in nature. Pero, pag na-produce siya, may tinatawag na chirality. Okay? Ulitin ko ulit, Sir Box, parang pasensya na, mukhang I am not very clear sa pagpapaliwanag. Ang nature, ang ginagawa niya by nature, ang chirality is left and right. Okay? Parehong amino acid yan, pero mirror image. Naproproduce pareho sa nature yan. Ang problema ngayon is the problem of homochirality. Kailangan 100%. And right now, wala pang empirical evidence to show na by nature, kaya mag-produce ng 100% L. Kahit yung sinasabi mong asteroid, walang proof na 100% yung diniliver niya rito via Lazada or Shopee. Next question.
So, ito, ano bang evidence mo na ruled out na somehow that is also, ang understanding ko is that 100% L-amino acid in homochirality is necessary for the modern cell, di ba? Do you agree?
Sorry. Yes.
But how does that jump with a...
If I may answer lang, para maliwanag. Sa living system, we only use 100% L. Pinoproduce ng human body yung most of the amino acids, That's why we need amino acid.
Sorry, time na ba? Time?
Biten, sayang naman.
Hindi.
Time
Proceed
na ba?
lang. Sorry, wait lang. Matras ngayong oras natin ng 10 seconds, Mingming.
Parehas na time.
Parehong time. Pakatras ng 10 seconds.
Okay. So,
Wait
again.
lang, Vox.
Okay.
Wait lang. Okay, proceed.
Okay,
Sige, go ahead.
ito. So you mentioned na human body. Again, is the human body a prebiotic during early Earth?
Malabo yata yung tanong. I'd like to address yung yung homochirality. Human body is prebiotic.
I'm asking kasi in related to homochirality.
Okay, sige.
You're claiming homochirality is impossible dahil impossible dito without intelligent design dahil for the fact it has to be created in order to have those homochirality of those two amino acid, di ba? But again, we're talking about abiogenesis dito, early Earth. You mentioned earlier in humans. Again, 4.5 billion years, there was no human. How can you jump from that conclusion in human, modern complexity, or even in modern cell? How is that the same? Anong evidence mo na it also apply to the early form of prebiotics?
Okay, misinterpret yata, hindi yata naintindihan, no? Pasensya na. All living things, pag chinek, 100% L-amino acid ang gamit natin.
Yeah, natin.
All living things, even yung protocell, it needs
Protocell.
100%
Anong
to be
evidence mo
functional.
dyan? Ang evidence mo dyan, please.
I can show you. Again, are we allowed to show links?
Cite evidence. Cite mo ng evidence dahil
We need 100% homochiral sa protein, sa amino acid for it to be functional sa life. And D sa RNA.
Anong study na naka-rule out na that the early first form ng probiotic needed protein? The same way ngayon. Anong evidence mo na the probiotic cell or the organism before needed the same protein ngayon dito?
Okay, yung protocell, supposedly protocell, it needs number one, the information on how it will replicate. First, replicating molecule. Number two, it needs the building block, the amino acid. Number three, it needs a protective cell para ma-isolate siya sa environment. That's it.
RNA can do those. Have you ruled that out?
What do you...
Are you aware that RNA has a chiral sugar that can be used as a substitute for protein?
Okay, you mentioned that. RNA needs the sugar. Needs homochiral. No,
that's the modern. That's the modern.
No.
That's the modern.
I'm answering.
Yeah, no, that's the modern. Earlier, if we grant the RNA hypothesis, no.
Vox, wait lang. Pakipos ng time saglit. Huwag kayong magsabayan. Vox, pag nagtanong ka, meron siyang 2 minutes to answer. Hindi mo siya pwedeng interruptan.
Sorry.
Sige, proceed.
Okay. Yung binanggit mo kanina, RNA needs D, the right-handed D, 100% also, para mabuo. Sinisira naman pag may nag-mix na L. Okay, just to correct you homochiral pa rin ang kailangan ng RNA para ma-produce. It's a D-ribose. Okay? Hindi yung ini-imagine mo na may RNA, may left-handed tsaka right-handed D-ribose na kailangan ang RNA. Ang kailangan niya lang is D, yung right-handed. Now, by the way, it needs 100%. Kung hindi magiging functional. Again, ulitin ko pag sa life, it needs 100% L pagdating sa amino acid. Pagdating naman sa RNA, yung D, yung ribose, it needs D, the right-handed 100% also. And it can only be done sa laboratory. Hindi kaya sa natural process. Show me an evidence na it has been done using a natural process or sa nature nakita. Okay. Next question.
So, ito no, there are some studies that does not need 100% chirality of D and L. Pero you're saying it requires 100% D and L. Are you basing it on the modern cellular understanding or hindi sa probiotic? How, and if you're basing it on prebiotic, anong studies pwede mo mapakita na it is the case? Dahil I've been searching sa ganyan na studies, I haven't seen one.
Okay. Again, kung ano yung buhay dati, yun din ang buhay ngayon. Ang tinutukoy, tama ba ang tinutukoy mo is yung pinaka-protocell, yung pinaka-start ng life?
No, I'm asking you, anong studies mo pwede mong mapakita na somehow it requires in the former prebiotic, it requires 100% chirality of D and L. And also I like to reach anong proof mo, anong support mo sa assumption of the life in the early prebiotic is the same ngayon dito.
Okay.
That's an assumption. To be honest, that's an assumption. But I like to hear your support dyan.
Okay. Yung sinasabing first replicating molecule, okay, it needed the 3 basic ingredients, the amino acid, the RNA, if we will support the RNA hypothesis, no? And the cell that will isolate it from the environment. Again, studies show na kailangan nung 3 main, among others, nung 3 main ingredients para ma-produce yung first self-replicating molecule. Next question.
Okay, time?
Okay.
Time na.
Time na?
That's the last question. Pinatapos lang natin yung sagot ni Overture. Para set tayo ng time, 7 minutes each for their closing statement.
Sino muna?
Negative ang unang magpe-present ng closing statement. Pag ready ka na, Vox, start na ng 7 minutes mo. After that, Overture, ikaw naman.
So, ito ang pinapoint kasi ni Overture, he wants to use the modern conception of homochirality dito, which is being used in a modern cell. Again, there's no reason to assume na it is also the case sa early prebiotics. The life there is much more simple. It's not complex compared nito dahil you're assuming that somehow the same yung complexity natin dito into a simpler prebiotic. And dito sa atin, it requires both. Okay, fine, granted na it requires both. But how do you jump from that conclusion na it requires both from dito sa modern prebiotic into an old earlier basic prebiotic? Again, walang mapakitang studies si Overture dyan na sinasabi na it has to be. Dahil one, again, simpler life during earlier prebiotic is much more simple. It's not the same complexity natin na we require protein. RNA can replicate itself without even ang sinasabing some components na kailangan natin ngayon compare noon. So, that's a big jump. And now he's claiming na in modern settings na this homochirality can only be created in the lab. Again, he does not rule out na it can be created in nature. And again, in nature, hindi siya the same sa lab, no? I granted that. In nature, it can be done as well. Hindi lang the same sa modern cell natin. Again, this is prebiotic. Life is just simple. The needs of a prebiotic, basic prebiotic cell is not the same as ngayon. So, that's one problem then sa point ni Overture. Anong evidence niya? Ang only evidence niya lang that homochirality can be achievable today in a modern cell to support life, no? Is in a lab. Is in a lab, and somehow that points to an intelligent design. But again, the debate dito is an intelligent design, commonly understood as a, whatever that is, a god or a advanced being who seeded or causes life dito sa Earth, who underwent abiogenesis. That's not the case though. Dahil scientists, I grant na intelligent sila, it does not mean na it requires also the same things sa nature. Parang ang sinasabi mo is that in horticultural, it requires natural selection din dyan. Just for the fact na a horticulture is doing a basic natural selection to breed plants. Somehow, yan din ang gagawin mong argument na somehow merong divine or intelligent horticulture who's doing that in nature. But again, that's that's exactly ang point dito ba na which Overture is trying to say na ang ginagawa lang niya is God of the gaps. Ang kine-claim niya is that homochirality cannot be done in nature. We don't know yet. I grant that dahil that's also pinagtatrabuhuan ngayon sa abiogenesis. But now, he's claiming that homochirality can only be achievable in a lab. And somehow that points to a intelligent designer. And again, that's a leap of logic. Again, that's a very huge leap in logic. Not just because it can only be done in the lab right now. Yeah, I agree. It can be done dahil it's controlled environment. And one, you cannot, as a lab, we're trying to simulate the prebiotic Earth. And we have no idea or wala pa tayong exact picture of what exactly is the prebiotic Earth. We are trying to mimic it close as we can based on our understanding in science, in geology, and astrophysics. So, to say na he's demanding na dapat in nature meron tayong makita, are you referring to 4.5 billion years ago na dapat makita namin ang homochirality? Of course not. Hindi talaga. Walang time machine. We have no time machine to go back in the past to prove that. But we can simulate the closest thing we have on Earth in the lab. And then somehow we have control. We can control the effects, to observe the effects of homochirality or the effects of protein to investigate the whole project of abiogenesis. It does not prove an intelligent designer outside 4.5 billion years ago. That's the whole debate dito. Again, we have to remind, abiogenesis proves an intelligent designer. Intelligent designer, as we define, is a being. Hindi lang yung human. Yan yung debate dito. Hindi yung scientist. Kung ang ibig lang sabihin ng scientist in the very first place, then tapos ang debate. Wala akong contention dyan dahil I'm not violating the scientists na hindi sila intelligent, but again, they're not designers, they're scientists. They're trying to replicate a controlled experiment, what might be the condition of Earth, to see the effects sa mga nangyayari in the early Earth, the possibility of the emergence of life. It does not prove an intelligent designer 4.5 billion years ago somehow kickstarts the start of the emergence of life as we know it. So yun lang ang point ko na I think it's a leap of faith, it's a very leap sa logic.
Okay na, wina-wave mo na yung time mo, Vox.
Wave na.
Okay, reset the time to 7 minutes.
Pwede pong palakihan.
Wait lang. Host, pakilakihan naman si Overture. Seven minutes pag nag-start ka na.
Okay, ito yung hinahanap kanina, no? Isa sa mga research, no? Sydney Fox, Los Angeles mo. Sabi dito, Fox explored the synthesis of amino acids, yung kailangan for life, from inorganic molecules. The synthesis of proteinous amino acids and amino acid polymers called proteinoids from inorganic molecules and thermal energy, and created what he thought was the world's first protocell out of proteinoids and water. He called the globulus microspheres. Fox believed that in the process of abiogenesis, where life was spontaneously organized itself from the colloquially known primordial soup, kailangan ng amino acid. Okay? But the problem is, sa laboratory lang nagagawa through human intervention yung 100% L. Right now, wala pang research. Puro lang may have produced that. Wala pa. May limit ang nature. We have to accept that. Now, in closing, every attempt to create lifelike systems has required intelligent intervention, not unguided natural process. Experiments like Miller-Urey auto-self-replicating molecules and Zostak protocells and others relied on careful selection, controlled conditions, and human guidance that nature does not provide. Intelligence is required today to produce even basic lifelike systems. Why assume life originally emerged without it? We recognize design in complex systems. Life is no exception. For those who reject this, especially ang ating katunggali, I ask, why has no experiment ever shown life arising naturally without guidance? The evidence is clear. Life was not an accident. It was designed. Ang sabi nga ng famous scientist, no? Let's be scientifically honest with ourselves. The probability of having life arise to greater and greater complexity and organization by chance is the same probability of having tornado tear through a junkyard and form out the other end a Boeing 747. Sir Fred Hoyle na yan. I'm not sure kung intelligent enough yan sa ating katunggali. Now, pinapakita rito, no, na nature has limits and intelligent mind such as human has to step in. As a third-party observer, we can see na from the rate that it's going right now, it leans on to create life, though hindi perfect, though unsuccessful right now, naglilin siya sa hindi kaya ng natural process but human intervention. In closing, if humanity ever creates life, it won't be a victory for natural process. It will be the final proof that life can only comes from intelligence. And in that moment, we won't be gods. We'll just be echoing the work of the greater intelligent mind that did it first. Thank you po. I waive the rest of my time.
Okay, thank you, Overture. Para set ng time to 15 minutes, meron tayong Q&A from the audience. Sa lahat ng gustong magtanong sa ating mga participants, mag-request lang kayo. Iaakit namin kayo. Host, pakilita na si Overture. Okay, thank you. Yung mga magtatanong, mag-request lang. For now, mag-start tayo kay ATS teacher. May tanong ka ba sa mga panelists natin? Wala si Sir AT. Okay, you will die. Paki-start na yung Q&A natin.
Okay, ayan. Rinig na po ba ako? Magtatanong ako para kay Overture.
Yes po.
Ayan, ito po yung tanong ko sa iyo, sir. Halimbawa po, no, absent ka ngayon sa debate na ito. Mapuprove pa rin ba ang intelligent designer ayon sa inyong topic kahit absent ka sa debate na to?
Yes po. Ang goal ng debate ko is to show na human intervention were able to prove or to create lifelike systems. Hindi kaya ng natural process because kung kaya, matagal na sanang na-dislodge yung law of biogenesis ni Louis Pasteur. Thank you po.
Sensei Ilu, may tanong ka ba kay Overture?
Meron akong tanong kay Overture. Before I ask Overture, gusto ko lang sabihin na congratulations sa inyong dalawa, Box and Overture. Very, very educational yung topic. Actually, napapasearch nga ako habang nakikinig sa inyong dalawa. So, tinandaan ko kanina yung sinabi ni Overture. Baka ilan niyang ulit na sinabi to eh. In fact, sinulat ko pa nga sa tablet ko. Sabi niya, multiple times, 100% ng amino acid ay homochiral at hindi siya possible sa nature. Multiple times niya yung sinabi. Now, ang question ko kay Overture, are you aware na hindi lahat ng amino acid ay homochiral? Kasi yung glycine, which is an amino acid, is achiral. Are you aware of that?
Yes, meron niya yan yung glycine. But right now, living things needs around, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, 20 amino acids. And tama doon, may glycine na achiral. But the rest, hindi tayo mabubuhay kung wala yon. Yung the rest ng amino acids. Actually, nung nire-research ko nga ito, napaisip na ako eh. Talagang we need to eat protein. Dahil kailangan pala talaga ng tao yan. Hindi lang pala natin dapat parang, wala yun. Kailangan pala talaga natin. We're really made up of proteins. Thank you.
Okay. Skeptic, may tanong ka ba sa kanila?
Yeah, I have a question for Vox naman. Vox, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, since hindi pa kayang i-explain lahat ng science, ang lahat ng bagay, ba't di mo na lang tanggapin na mayroong nag-create ng mga ganong bagay? Saan ka humuhugot ng bakit tayo mong tanggapin na lang?
Well, one facts, no?
Thank you.
One facts. So, again, ang debate kasi dito is a biogenesis, a prebiotic organism. We're not talking about human beings dito na multi-celled organism. We're talking about the prebiotic simple organism, simple cell. And again, ang dito is the debate is about a biogenesis somehow proves the existence of an intelligent designer. Again, dito no, I haven't heard any like proof na it requires an intelligent designer. Ang so far ang naririnig ko lang is that we're comparing ngayon na cell na statement na conditions of Earth that somehow requires a mind to conduct experimentation. And again, hindi ito. We're talking about prebiotic Earth. Walang multi-cell organism dito, single lahat. So we're talking about here about the natural explanation na which are abundant sa origin of life research. It's not about whether or not sa belief ko. We're talking about science dito. Right. Yan lang.
Ayan. Sir AT, may tanong ka ba sa kanila?
Ayan. So narinig ko kasi doon sa, tanong ko to kay Vox, narinig ko to sa punto ni Overture kanina. Okay, let's grant the idea na ang gumagawa ng experiment ay intelligent being. Now, does it follow or non sequitur na na dahil may gumagawa ng experiment, may connection na yung unang nag-facilitate ng life, intelligent na rin. Does it follow or it doesn't follow?
Sorry, sa akin yan or overture?
Sa'yo, Vox.
It's a non sequitur actually. Dahil one, ang ginagawa lang sa laboratory is that they're mimicking the condition of a Earth 4.5 billion years or million years ago to understand what might happen. To cause itong understanding natin ng life as we know it. So, it's a non sequitur dahil one, we're dealing with the lab. Parang sinasabi na if you can take care a terrarium, somehow it does not follow na you're capable to maintain a entire ecosystem. It's a non sequitur. So yan yung point ni Overture kasi na if in the laboratory it requires agent, sure, grant that, but it does not follow na it also the case sa 4.5 billion years ago in kung before wala pang tao. That's a logical leap. It's a non sequitur.
Sir Hanta, may tanong ka ba sa kanila? Yung mga gusto magtanong, mag-request lang kayo. May 9 minutes pa tayo. I think wala nang magtatanong. Paki-stop na natin yung time kung wala na magtatanong. Host or Sir AT, if ever na meron tayong mga future events, paki-plug naman na. Baka kasi mawala yung connection ko.
Sige, I will be stating na yung future events natin. So, unang-una, sa naaalala ko, syempre dahil debate ko to, we will have a debate about existentialism that is between me and Senses. So, the topic at hand is existentialism is anti-realism. Okay? So, that would be on Saturday, February 15 at 9 p.m. Then, the following week, discussion naman ito between me and Jordan Ravanes na isang theist about truth. So the topic at hand would be truth is relative. Ayan. So that would be on Saturday, February 22, 9 p.m. then. So far yun ang mga naalala ko. But if I can still remember, may debate si Indominus kay Sispo. May debate din after that si You Will Die between him and other theists. Ayan. So host, baka meron tayong ano dyan para maalala natin. Andiyan ka ba, host?
Wala, Sir AT. Wala akong copy.
Sige. Ayan. So habang naghihintay tayo, no? So don't forget to follow and like the round table. No? You will see some more exciting events, debates, and discussion here at the Roundtable ATSPH.
Baka gusto magpasalamat ng debaters natin, Overture.
Yun, salamat po sa lahat ng mga nagtiyaga at nakinig. Salamat sa ating moderator, sa ating timer, sa Roundtable. And salamat kay Sir Vox. If I remember it right, ako yung naghamon. And thank you for accepting me given your status pagdating sa mga debates. You accepted me and did me worthy to debate you. Thank you. Marami rin ako natutunan sa mga pointers. Yun, salamat nga pala po sa mga nagbigay ng coins. I didn't know na possible pala ako makatanggap ng coins. Thank you guys. Salamat po. And always keep an open mind. Thank you po.
And yan din, I would agree na I have to thank Overture, no? Na I didn't expect yung tactics ni Overture na medyo, to be honest, grant yun na tameme ako saglit. na medyo ako nakadarapa ako sa mga scripts ko saglit na yan lang na hindi ko na-expect dahil I cast my wide ng net kasi na dito pa lang yung punto ni Overture na I would grant na I didn't expect that, which it's give me a little bit of excitement na which I didn't expect. Pero yun, thank you din sa roundtable and sa moderators earlier and the Overture especially. Yan.
Ay, dagdag ko lang, no? Bago tayo mag-offline. February 21, 7:30 p.m. You will die versus Roel Agustin. So, the topic would be why Christianity. And on February 24, 8 p.m. Indominus versus Pastor Francis. Does the soul truly exist? Ayan, yan yung mga upcoming debates natin at programs. So, salamat sa lahat ng mga nanood. Patuloy niyong suportahan ang mga panelists, ang host, at ang mga nakikita niyong part ng RT. Ayun lamang po. Magandang gabi, host. Meron ka bang gusto sabihin?
Thank you so much sa mga nag-participate for this debate and also those people who are like giving us gifts. We were surely gonna like use your gifts in our secularism project. Thank you so much for participating in this live, and also like please support our upcoming events, and also like we have upcoming events that we are cooking right now in the month of March. So I hope you will try to like, nood lang tayo. Abang-abang lang.
Pahabol lang, sorry. Shoutout nga pala kay Miles, kay Demos sa mga inputs. Thank you guys. Sana nandiyan kayo, nakikinig kayo.
Meron lang ako tablet na i-advertise. Ayun sa nanonood, no? Maghahanap pa rin ako ng ka-debate. Titindigan ko ang reincarnation versus heaven and hell. Alin ang mas reasonable. So sa mga interested, PM nyo lang ako. Okay? Ayun.
Ayan, that would be it, host. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Good evening and have a good night. Thank you.